Hey, what's up? It's Reagan and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my September TBR. September is my birthday month. I'm going to be 25 this year, which is crazy to think about. Yeah, where has time gone? Like last year I managed to get my master's, move to England, and get married, and then 2020 has just been... Yeah, and now I'm 25, so crazy. So this is my first TBR video and I have to be upfront. I am 100% a mood reader, and if you don't know what that is, it basically means you just read whatever you're in the mood for, whenever you want, and it doesn't really matter. I know a lot of readers on Bookstagram and BookTube like to plan out what books they're going to read that month, in what order, and I feel restricted by that. I feel like it becomes a chore or like homework, how it was in school. You had to read so many books and so many chapters, and it's just not fun for me. So I make a TBR list every week, really, and then one for the month overall of just books that I have had my eye on and I'm like, yes, I'm gonna get to this week or this month. But if I change my mind, that's okay. Like, that's okay with me if I put it off for the next month, or if I pick it up and I get through parts of it but I feel like picking up another book at the same time. I'm just really chill with that, so no pressure to myself, especially because it's my birthday month. I do have an Amazon book wish list, so if I do receive any of those books for my birthday this month, I will prioritize them. My birthday is not until September 19th, so it's actually like later in the month, but if I do receive any presents, I know I'm going to want to read those right away. But I do have some ones that I am like, oh, I've been dying to read these, and I've just been putting them off for whatever reason, and I'm going to share them with you now. Okay, the first one is The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. Now, we accidentally got this mini version. We did not realize, my husband and I, when we ordered these, that they were so tiny. So it's 300 pages, but I feel like it's almost like I'm being cheated out of my Goodreads. You know, at the end of the year, it'll say, you've read so many pages. This should be like 600, but it's only 300. But I'm reading this because on my Bookstagram, I put up a poll and asked all of you if I should read Game of Thrones and binge those first, or Lord of the Rings, which are down here. And because I've not read either, my husband and I did binge the Hobbit and Lord of the Rings movies, and I loved them. I did watch parts of them as a kid. Like, I remember seeing the, is it called The Desolation of Smaug, the third one, in theaters, but I had no idea what was going on because I hadn't seen the ones before, and now that I'm grown, I love this series. I appreciate it so much, and I would love to get into the world of Tolkien. And like, we already have the art of Lord of the Rings, we already have the Dictionary of Tolkien and the Dark Powers of Tolkien, so we have a lot of books on the background, so I actually need to read the series, and I'm going to do that and review it for you. I think the best thing, honestly, about being grown is that I don't have to listen to my mom yell at me and my brother to stop playing Lego or read books, so I can read all night, and I now have the Hobbit Lego and Lord of the Rings Lego when I do get to these books. It's like the only video game that I enjoy playing. I also like Animal Crossing and like Monkey Ball, so I can play these with my husband who plays PlayStation, and yeah. And I can binge the movies again. Oh, cannot wait. So, super hardcore fan. Next up is a big one, and that is Conjuring of Light by V.E. Schwab. And this is the third book in the Shades of Magic trilogy, which is an adult fantasy trilogy. This is the exclusive Collector's UK edition. You can see it has white London, and then shiny foiling, and then inside dust jacket artwork. I love it. So, so pretty. I'm just finishing up the second one, which has a little bit of middle book syndrome. It's taken me a while to read, but I loved the first one. From what I've heard, this trilogy is just a favorite of so many, so I'm going to read this one for sure. Next up, I have Dark Shores by Danielle L. Jensen. I read her Malediction trilogy. So I read these in quarantine, which is Stolen Songbird, Hidden Huntress, and Warrior Witch, and then there's a prequel, The Broken Ones, which I'm saving for like a day when I just need to read something I know I'm gonna love and want to dive back into this world. So I'm I'm saving this one to read because it's just a side story with some characters that are not the main ones from this story. Okay, so because I loved this trilogy, I don't want to go into this book knowing much, so I've only like skimmed the back, and I do know that it is a romance and that it has to do out at sea, obviously, but it's not pirate themed. I did see Danielle L. Jensen say that on her website. People thought it was about pirates, but it's not. It's about a soldier named Marcus and a girl named Tariana. I think they fall in love and go on a dangerous quest and all of that good stuff. So highly anticipate this. It is the first in a trilogy, and I do know that the third one has had its cover reveal already, so they're really pretty covers. We'll read this. Okay, and then I really want to read The Lady of the Rivers by Philippa Gregory. I have most of her Cousin's War series and then the War of the Roses series. On this shelf right here, I just pick them up bargain price whenever I see them. I'm trying to collect them in hardback. And this is the first book that goes chronologically. So this is about Jaquita of Luxembourg, and it takes place in like 1430 starting off with. And she was the mother of Elizabeth Woodville, and the White Queen, the Red Queen, which is the only one I have, and the Kingmaker's Daughter. And those three books make up the television miniseries The White Queen on BBC. So I really want to read these, and then of course it goes into like King Henry VIII and the Tudors and Anne Boleyn and all of that. So I'm going to start off with this. I don't know anything about this time period other than like when I like travel to castles to tour them. They'll maybe talk about these people, but I don't know like fully in depth, and these are so beloved, so I'm definitely going to read this, and then hopefully I find the White Queen. Okay, and then I have two buddy reads that I'm going to be doing this month. Starting September 1st, I'm going to be reading Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine. And I just hauled this book recently, and I'll link that video up above and in the description bar. And I'm reading this with two friends on Bookstagram. It's just about a girl who doesn't really quite fit in, and she meets this guy who also doesn't quite fit in, and they help an old man who falls down, and it picks up from there. So that's really all I know. I know so many friends have read this book and loved it. It's an adult fiction book. I haven't read an adult fiction in a really long time. It's won a lot of awards, so I will definitely be reading this. And then my little sister and I are going to be buddy reading Emily Bronte's Wuthering Heights. I've never read this book. Love the movie. And my husband found this gorgeous, like, cloth-bound Oxford edition, and it has an introduction. It has a timeline of the author's life, what's happening in the book, and then historical events. So I love that. I really like being able to piece history together with what's going on in the book. So we're going to be reading that over the month of September. So these are my September picks. Like I said, if I get anything from my Amazon book wish list, I will put those in the pile, but I really want to read all of these. And then from the week of September 13th through September 19th, I am hosting a birthday book bash because my birthday is September 19th, and we don't have... Oh, there goes the book. Okay, so we don't have any plans, so I'm just going to eat cake and read books that week, and I would love for you to join me. I'm going to be posting a video all about it with the prompts, but you can find it on my Instagram, which is at ragansreads. So if you want to go ahead and have a sneak peek, you can take a look at that. I've already posted about it, but I've not shared with you what books I'm personally going to be reading, because I don't know what I'm going to be reading for them. I have to actually put a book with the prompts, so that will be lots of fun. And maybe if lots of people participate, we can do some kind of giveaway, or maybe like an online live chat here on YouTube. I think that would be fun. Please hit that like button if you liked this video, and subscribe to my channel to see more content. I've just started this, so I'm having lots of fun, and I love being able to talk to you guys here on YouTube. Hit that notification bell so you know when I upload the birthday book bash readathon. So look out for that video as well, and I will see you next time. Bye!